Anyway, guys, I know that some of you know I actually went to that conference a couple of weeks ago, and it was super cool. It was about geriatrics, balance, and fall prevention, and everything. And when I think about balance, I usually was thinking about leg strength, glute strength, core strength, ankle stability, all those drills that, like just standing and trying to hold it for as long as I can. But like what was surprising for me is how much hands dexterity he was talking about. And the reason is when somebody is fallen, the hands actually is the last set of defense. So if you don't have the reaction, coordination, or even power to like grab something or like hold on to whatever you've been holding on to, you're just gonna fall even quicker than before. So today we're gonna talk about hands. I was waiting for that one. Mr. Whiskers. I know. We'll have to fill him in later.
There's two things that are annoying me, but continue.
So, we're going to talk about improving dexterity and grip strength, how it helps with balance, fall prevention, thumb arthritis and other hand arthritis, and overall quality of life, obviously. So I will show you a couple simple drills that we can utilize to make a difference in some of our clients' lives, but just overall. Why it matters is because our hands are full of sensory nerves. You know how you see those cool maps about body, like how your eyes, your feet are huge, your hands are huge, so hands constantly receive information about what we are touching and how much pressure we're using, how hard to grip something, and etc. So that information makes our brain works, and it actually keeps our nervous system working harder too. So I'm not saying that it's completely connected with dexterity and cognitive abilities, but there are researchers that show that yes, when this is becoming weak, your mind is becoming weaker too. So when people stop moving hands or use them only one way, like typing, they can definitely feel like overusing thumbs, for example, and just losing that feedback that we used to have from the world. And as a result, hands get stiff. Apparently, just like in feet, the whole upper body starts to compensate. And this is where we start seeing how people overuse forearms and develop elbow pain, and then the shoulder gets stiff. So everything up the chain is starting to get messed up and create limited mobility. Oh, my goodness, why it's so hard. So, why it works to do dexterity? The hands have over 30 different muscles in it. Tiny ones, like intrinsic. You know how many times I practiced to say this word? Yeah, and bigger one in the forearms, extrinsics. The small ones we really use for precision, so like buttoning up the t-shirt, holding a pen, all small stuff like that. And the bigger one is for stabilizing like grip strength, for example, when we're doing pharma carries. They have to work together, and if your hand muscle, the small muscles, don't really work, then your forearm starts to compensate. And I think a lot of people actually do that, and that's when elbow tennis and golf tennis start to appear, sometimes even carpal tunnel. Yeah, so it's just good to strengthen everything in different ranges and get everything healthy. So we already know that grip strength is one of the strongest predictors for longevity and healthy aging, and it reflects overall body strength and muscle mass, some neural health. Hopefully people with higher grip strength move better, have higher quality of life. But when somebody starts to lose grip strength, they kind of lose confidence sometimes too, because they avoid doing tasks that they used to do, even opening jars or carrying the groceries all at once. I don't know who does that. So I know we already do focus a lot on the grip strength here, and it brings the confidence back. But I think with some sense we can even go a little bit deeper into that basic work and consistency. one of the things I noticed that a lot of our clients complain about hand arthritis, especially in the thumbs. And we do use the handles, which helps a lot, for example, in push-ups, instead of making them bend like that. But what happens is usually there is a repetitive movement or lack of movement overall, like scrolling the phone or not really gripping anything differently. So that joint becomes stiff or like overused, but also sometimes unstable. Like I'm talking about the one in the base here, carpal, metacarpal one. That's the most common site for the thumb pain. But thumbs are super important for the grip, as we know. And once it gets painful and unstable, the most common thing that people start doing is stopping using it at all because it hurts, so we're not going to use it. You know, like for example, Gale. So the couple drills that we're going to do is, the cool name is meatball roll. Literally just a foam roll, and you can use any ball for the hands just to bring the blood flow. And I think it's super simple. Just add 30 seconds in the ramp for people like Gail, maybe even Linda Wright. Yeah, go around that area that usually feels inflamed. I think Bobby can benefit from it, Arun, Patrick. So everybody who usually uses handles. The other thing is just hands abductions. This can be super hard, and to make it a little bit easier, we can use towels, just because it's going to give us a point that we can focus on, like squeezing against the floor or the bench. Yeah.
Just like the foot.
Exactly. Yeah, and I've never thought about that until I went there. And abduction is especially super good for thumb arthritis because, well, how often do we do that with our thumb instead of that, right? Because we always do that.
Someone coming. Stay, Tootsie, stay.
How's it going? Hey, how are you? Good. You can continue.
Yeah, I'm going to continue. I'm just thirsty.
Yesterday.
So, bye, Patrick.
Take your card.
Yes, I'll fill it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, another thing is going to be some ball squeezes. And I'm not saying that we can use ball squeezes. Yeah, so we do a lot of grip strengths with dumbbells, like holding on in all the exercises, but with people who already have thumb arthritis, because it gets overdeveloped, sometimes it's very beneficial to just squeeze a ball without utilizing the thumb. Or for people who don't, just overall grip strength, just you can either hold it as long as you can for 1 second, or hold it as long as you can for 30 seconds, just depending on what you're trying
You
to.
mean hold it as tight as you can for 1 second?
Yes, that's what I meant. Yeah, so for power or endurance.
Yeah.
What did you say?
That's a lot of hair.
She needs to be brushed.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what I missed, sorry.
You miss the ball squeezes.
Okay.
So we already use a lot of grip strength here with holding the dumbbells, but people who have overused thumb here can benefit from just squeezing it without the thumb.
Okay.
People who don't have pain can use the thumb just for overall grip development, but again, it's just like small warm-up exercises before the actual deep stuff. The funnest exercise, but also the hardest one that I learned in the seminar was this. Going both ways, also mainly for thumb arthritis, but it is for dexterity, and you can go both ways. Hopefully, you better than me. You guys can try it.
Oh, well, that was easy.
I go the other way.
I know, like the bigger your hand is, the easier it can be,
It's a lot harder.
right? And then try with left hand.
Right, the left hand.
Oh.
I don't think mine's gonna be that pretty.
Go the opposite way.
Yeah, the opposite way is so awkward.
No, it's just weird.
Roger practices things with his left hand all the time, though.
I like it.
Yeah. And we're obviously not going to give that specific stuff to somebody who's going to get frustrated about not getting it.
Yeah.
Like Gail's hand's a little bit too small, but you know, somebody who still can control it like that. Thank you for providing golf balls, Cole.
Thank you for what?
Providing the golf balls.
You brought it?
Yeah, I asked him. I asked him too.
Oh,
I have so many.
Yeah, because lacrosse balls are too huge, you know. And
Way harder, right? The opposite way. There you go.
Oh, wow.
Did you guys ever see, there used to be two
You're
middle
on the
balls.
left hand.
I'm sorry?
We used to have two middle
My
balls
fine
and we used to do it all the
motor
time.
stuff is
Really?
Back in the 80s,
Right
90s.
here.
My dad had some.
oh,
Really?
My
I've
dad
never
had two
seen
middle
that.
balls like that, and that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, I have, they're like kind of like
Right
roll
back
really
really
well
hard.
together.
Yeah, like what was the name for them? Was like the fancy ones.
Yeah, the fancy looking ones.
Yeah.
This would burn if I did this for like a couple
For
minutes.
sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure that it will, yeah, in the hands. It's okay, you can keep them. And the last one, we do have wrist circles, but one thing that actually feels pretty good is shaking the wrist to bring the quickest way to bring some blood flow. You can go any direction, and yeah, it just feels good. Feels good.
Some
That
people
actually
do
hurts
the,
that joint for me.
That was my also concern. Yeah, I don't know who's gonna hurt from that. Like, and
Well, if
depend.
you're bone on bone and you shake the joint, like well, the thing is, I don't know, because I don't have stiffness, I have hypermobility in that joint. So like when I
Yeah.
do it, it like,
Hurts you?
it pulls, but I can feel the joint like catching on itself.
Hmm.
This hand's fine.
Huh.
Yeah, so those were my 5 little exercises that we can continue to maybe add to the ramp. So yeah, training hands is super important for the brain-body connection and just helping people's nervous system to react faster if they do fall, just to have this grabbing momentum, reaction coordination. Yeah, I think it's just simple and quick, and I just didn't realize how much we actually need it. But we do use hands all the time, every day, and some people just can't even button their own t-shirts, and that's sad. Yeah, so maybe drills like that can help with that.
Did you look into finger flings? This is finger flings?
Yeah, but we already do that.
We already, you have.
Yeah, I tried to look into something new.
I don't know if you guys talked about it in the conference, that's why I was wondering.
They did not talk about that. Yeah.
Okay.
They were very into group stuff, so they had a lot of different games. So like, let's say they introduced me to like 100 different drills, but 90 of them were not really applicable here.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was very fun to see old people having fun.
Warm-up stuff?
Hmm?
Is it like group warm-up stuff?
No, like this guy was leading fall prevention clinics. Like I think he's somewhere in Fort Lauderdale located. Yeah, so he got a bunch of geriatrics coming to his classes, and he has some little tools for like making obstacle courses in a safe settings where they just gonna be a little bit unstable or play with each other, like throwing a ball different directions. But they just come in and play with each other while trying to stand.
I see.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We used to have like half dome things that would have people like step 1 foot on the dome and then 1 foot on the floor, 1 foot on the dome, 1 foot on the
Yeah, that's what he has.
No, I mean, it was like a bozu but miniature. You don't remember those little things you had? I don't know why we got rid of them. It was like a ball that was this big, but only it was half ball this big, and they had prickle things all over them. So
I know.
You step on it, massage your foot, but the drill we used all the time was step on the floor, step on the dome, step on the floor, step on the dome.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why we got rid of them. We definitely have them.
So I guess my question is, let's film the exercises, and we add them, and we have a name for them.
Okay.
So we can add them.
Okay.
And then on the towel one, which I really like, if you have someone like Gail that doesn't get on the floor.
Well, she can do it on any surface.
Okay.
Yeah, I just got on the floor so you could see what I'm doing.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But the only thing I was thinking about is doing it on the wall.
Oh, I've never.
But the problem is they're gonna cheat by putting their
Yeah.
using this instead of their hands.
Unless like they really hear, I think it's gonna be okay though.
Yeah. What's that? Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like the towel only there just to give them a point of like, okay,
No,
this is
I
how you
think
do
that's
it. Like
the
if they
idea.
can do it without it, it's, you know,
That'd be
like,
hard overhead too.
Yeah.
That'd burn.
yeah.
So two things. I know when during COVID, when I was virtually training Linda Wright, I used to have her do single finger lifts all the time. Like this kind of thing.